Yeah, I kind of agree. It is weird that there isn't any like airborne robot masters. I felt like I had thought of one, like a Jetman or something, but I don't. I feel like I'm kind of misremembering something from like Mag Mammal 3, as if that was like an official robot master and not somebody else's like, oh, I adapted this from like Capcom's arcade side scroller, turned this plane into a robot master kind of thing. My wires are certainly crossed. It also doesn't help that, like, for some reason, I tend to think of, was it, Dangan Man, the bullet guy, from Mega Man, Rockman and Forte 2, Challenger from the Future. I think of, for some reason, that thing screams, yeah, that's like a jet in my head, even though he's meant to be a bullet. I don't know, Geometry Man, it has, like, the little nose cap on it that's, like, colored differently, and I'm like, that's a jet. That's not a bullet, that's a jet. You can't tell me otherwise. Jetman was tier 8 in Mag Mammal 2. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, hello everybody. I'm glad to see you all here. I may have done a little bit of shopping. I didn't go completely all out. I didn't completely, you know, grind for it this weekend, but I did do a little bit of grinding. You can see here, I now have a decisive 15 explode cores that I have redeemed at Reggae's shop. I forgot to purchase the explosive overdrive before I lost all my money on skins. The fate of all gamers, really. But, you know, 15 explosive cores. I feel like there can't be too many more to sell, but we'll see about that one. I did max out all the copy cores as well, although that got me was, you know, copy shot style and soul, which I kind of already have, but hey, you know, whatever. I'm glad I got one of them to maximum at the very least, so that's cool. I also bought like a ton of skins, as much as I could. I think I'm up to like some of the tier 5 skins. Yeah, alt 5 skins, so we're not really quite dry on that. I'm in need of money, dire need of cash. You can help out Crash right now. Just give me the 16 digits on the front of your card and the funny 3 on the back, and I can... anyways. Sadly, no Purple Skull Man yet. It's a shame. Only Gold Skull Man for now. But I've not given up hope that we will get there eventually. I think I got a new couple new Crashman costumes. None that were super noteworthy. Let's see, so we have the defaults, we have green, purple, and then the orange. Okay, so actually none since last stream. We're gonna stick with the orange, though. I don't think any of the others were like, you know, in that interesting, unique sense of things, like how there's that Oil Man DOS alt. Might be forgetting something, but, you know, we also have some more seasons on Woodman now. So in addition to, autumn, winter, we have more of a summer green look. I still like him in his autumn form. What else have we done? What else did I do in grind? Oh, Crashman, if you keen-eyed viewers might have noticed that Crashman has jumped in level again. Hi, Marcos. He's now level 94. I think he was like, what, around 80 before the last stream ended, and now he's nearly at 100, so... Nice. Crashman's gonna just destroy whatever gets in his way. It's gonna be Kino. I think I changed his moveset to have the Explode Buster on. I'm not too sure about that one, because, like, I think it does boost my explosive elemental damage a little bit, but... overall, I think the Extremist, ability kind of, does that job for me, so I don't think I'm gonna keep that on. Then again, I don't really know what I should give Crashman instead. He kind of has all he could ever ask for outside of that. So, I don't know. I'll keep it there for now, I suppose. Yes, by 25%. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, he's actually my favorite. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to just get rid of the unmatched power of bombs. Bombs everywhere. Who would have thought? But yeah, I think that's how things were going. I've organized the Robot Masters a little bit more. I've kind of put the Robot Masters who I'm pretty much just not going to use over with Dr. Light, because I don't, well, some of them is just like, okay, Dr. Light's robots were like way too low in level. Not going to do that. Others I just don't really see much like in, like Pharaoh Man. Wily's kind of largely unorganized. I've been using him for grinding. And then, yeah, Cossack still has everybody who I consider actually using again. I think Gutsman's still a little bit behind the pack, but Gutsman and Roll during all the grinding sessions. Oh my god, Roll's nearly level 70. What the hell? How did that happen? I could have sworn she was only like 50 or something. Yeah, no, Roll's back on the menu, everybody. Roll is gonna be a part of these teams again, I think. Trying to think. God, I have so many options for her now. I didn't even think about the fact that I need to equip her to like actually take on the day now. I don't really need the impact core on her. I don't really know what would actually be better than that. Reverse module makes absolutely no sense. Having energy to kind of keep her around longer might not be too bad. Mitigating a weakness with nature is good, because that shows up a little bit more often than freeze does. Weapon upgrade? I mean, she doesn't really run out of ammo that much. I think I'll just stick her with an energy upgrade for now. That'll probably do her pretty good. And then... oh yeah, field support. That used to be there. Okay, cool. Alright, and then also one of the things I did... Oh, hello. Something went missing there. Attack boost, defense boost, speed boost, roll swing, mega buster... Buster charge? Could help somebody else out. Backup, defense swap. I think the roll buster might have used to be around here. Target speed, target's defense. Yeah, I'll put the roll buster back on. And then also one of the other things I went and did, I went ahead and got barrier drive for THOR, which this one's interesting. I've noticed that it's this is special for THOR. Like, this is a shield element attack. It is solely shield element. He is a space type robot. He does not have any abilities that gives him the ability to equip shield type things. He can't equip other shield type things by default. It's just because it is his signature move that he actually gets to use barrier drive. That's interesting, and I do kind of appreciate that. It's, I don't know, just a neat little thing. I haven't had too much success using barrier drive, and as far as like, you know, really decimating the enemy goes, but, you know, if I build a team around him, I'm sure I could get something pretty nasty going off. Hey Chris, mid-semester exam coming up, good luck on that. Study well and passy all your classy. But yeah, I think that's enough waffling about. We can kind of get into things. Yeah, sure. Alright. So where did we leave off last time? I think we took out Doc Robot. And now we're into Chapter 3. Yes, now we're in Chapter 3. Cool. Alright, time to fight Dark Mega Man and Dark Roll. I'm interested in this. I feel like there should be a THOR plopped in front of them. And hey, I can actually, I can do that. I can make that dream come true. Okay, who have I given, like, a core to? Okay, I can give, like, Woodman. Woodman has a shield core. And then, who else has one? We don't want to put Airman. Airman will completely ruin the shadow, or the shield drive strat. Skullman also has a shield core, but I also realized that you have to have different typed cores in order for, the shield drive to work super well. So who else can I bring along? I can bring up Waveman. This team has no synergy, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested in trying to make THOR work out a little bit more. Mostly because I just want to have him as a great check to Slur. Because I'm pretty sure THOR is going to absolutely wall Slur with just no hope of coming back. So I'm hoping to embarrass Slur this time around, just for funsies. Oh yeah, I also have Proto Strike now, which, man, this feels like an overtuned move. It's fast, it has high damage, it's completely accurate, and a 40% chance to crit. That is nuts. Here comes the Dark Frags. Oh boy, let's see what they're up to. Are they going to frag all over me? Weaknesses, none. Name, Dark Frag, core, empty. Ooh, an empty core. That's unusual. Speeds, all this. Okay, well. That's not ominous or suspicious at all. Elemental Void kicked in. Oh boy. Okay. What happened? Okay, so Elemental Void, total immunity to elemental damage, so I brought the exact wrong well, maybe not the exact wrong person, I have Proto Strike at least. And then focus self in darkness, did a dark break, my speed sucks, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we can remedy that. No, it's good, Shadow, don't say it. I want to be able to figure out this stuff as I go. The surprise value is part of the fun. Mega Man Sigma, W-Tank. Oh, they have, like, actual tanks now. Huh. Okay, weak to electric and wind. Copy core. All this other stuff. Okay. Well. Wonder Guard enemies. Yeah, I guess so. Even better than that, though. Like, he's immune to even things he's not weak to. I don't know. Just Proto Strike again? I have the energy for it. Ouch. Jeez. Okay. Sorry, Mega Man. You're done. It does help that I am bullying him from 33 levels ahead. Alright, good time to Buster Charge, though. It's not like the Dark Frag can do anything else, but I guess lower my other stats. Oh, it can raise its stats. Interesting. Let's see. Another Mega Man related news. Enemy of the channel and lifelong friend, Undercover Defective, has he shocked me over the weekend. He beat his first Mega Man stage ever on Friday. He beat he's been trying to get into the series through the lore and because I like it, and you know, as a result, he's kind of I finally am getting into Cave and actually play Mega Man games, and I told him to play Mega Man 11 because it's my favorite and it is my recommendation for first pick. Just due to overall quality and all the quality of life things being there. You know, kind of help out with the game. But he finally beat Blockman's stage after, like... I mean, he tried, like, 4 separate game attempts, and it took him many, like, hours over these attempts to do so, but I'm proud of my boy for actually dipping his toes into the game and succeeding. Now I just have to keep pressuring him to actually play the other games and, you know, wrap things up. Or not the other games, the rest of the stages in Mega Man 11, because it took him so long to get through Blockman that he was effectively in that, like, dude, I hate this game kind of mentality. I'm not built for platformers, this sucks kind of thing. And it's just like, no, you've just been stuck on this stage for, like, several years, the couple of times you have done it. You can do it. Just gotta keep at it. Anyone help lore dump Mega Man? He's right here whenever. Alright, yeah, that's good. I mean, the thing is that Defective's whole thing is that he half listens to something, quarter remembers it, and then 1/8 tells it accurately. He's absolutely a gaslighting machine. It's not, some of it's not even on purpose. So it's kind of hard to get him to keep the story straight. I think I've answered, like, isn't Proto Man like Shadow, or didn't, like, I don't know, who's the red guy in Mega Man X, like, 6 times? It's like, it's, respectively, I don't remember the answer to the first thing. I don't remember the first question I asked, but respectfully, the second one is no. 0 is in fact, damn it. The second question answer is, that's 0. I've told you this like 8 times, dude, but... Rose Memory is the fastest Half-Life I've ever heard of. Yeah, it really is kind of something to be amazed by. I always thought Blockman, his stage of the first boss in Mega Man 11, it is kind of a hard stage. Yeah, it is interesting how they kind of made that the, you know, like the demo stage for Mega Man 11, considering that, like, Looking at it, it is kind of tough for newcomers. It has instant crush kind of problems. It has instant death with like the grinder sections. It has 2 mid bosses. It has pits everywhere. It has things coming from the ceiling. It is a long stage as well. Like, yeah, maybe he'll have a better time once he moves to something a little bit shorter and easier. Parentheses, not Torchman. Mecha Assault, okay. The user summons a familiar support mecha to the active position, allowing the new robot to immediately attack and then fight alongside the team for the rest of the battle. Will fail completely if there's not enough room in the party. Alright, sweet. So that's, maybe not necessarily a better version of mecha support, but it's not a straight upgrade, but it is a most cases upgrade. If I want to actually use a support robot, I probably want it to be right in front. From your experience playing 11, you think Bounce Man, Fuse Man, or Blast Man are easier than Block Man. Maybe Acid Man as well, but it has a lot of spikes. Yeah, Acid Man definitely struggles with, like, the spikes, and if, like, especially that last section is gonna psych you out, that makes it pretty difficult to actually do, in my opinion. I'm switching Napalm Man to have a core right now, just because I would like to use ROTHOR a little bit longer. Maybe see he can do something fun with that. Do I have any other cores? I have a Crystal Core. Put that on. Make him immune to his weakness. Yeah, Bounce Man, Fuse Man, Blast Man are definitely, I think, pretty decent picks overall. Blast Man was my first. It took me a while to get past, but it wasn't too bad. I think Bounce Man might be the easiest one, just because it's like it's full of soft, bouncy balls. Like, there's not many things to get like impaled on, so it'll probably go well for a newcomer. All right, Napalm Man and Woodman, let's go. Yeah, you hated the falling section when you had to climb up by jumping on the falling blocks. Yeah, that kind of reminds me, it was interesting with Defective playing Mega Man 11, because like he is like, he's competent. He's a gamer, you know. He has gamer cred. He has decent reaction time. He can you know, get mechanics pretty quickly, pretty well, all things considered. But like the biggest difficulty for him was like just like the planning ahead and like cerebral aspects of playing the game. Like, it's not like he outright refused to plan for the future, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you know how in Block Man stage, there's that one thing that drops from the ceiling, and like you're meant to shoot out the 2 blocks that you like slide through and do a little loop around? It took me saying that you could shoot those blocks for him to actually think about that. Every other time, he was just trying to like shoot them in the little corridor before making the loop and sliding out. And it's like, you could make your life a lot easier, dude. Or like, it took him a long time to like figure out the, you know, those falling block rooms. And it's just like, you're a smart guy. Like, I guess he just doesn't like to think when he plays games, is kind of what he says. He kind of likes to turn his brain off for most of it. And so it's kind of like, oh, well, that's maybe the X series is a little bit more your speed. Anyways, I think ROTHOR will be pretty good against Ballade up here. Oh, cool. Explode Buster, nice. Yeah, Torchman's really unforgiving, and I did my first playthrough of the game without using the gears as much as possible. I think without using it at all, maybe, but I definitely didn't use it in Torchman stage because I was stubborn and like, yeah, I really paid the price for that one. That hurt, doing that. Torchman stage is ruinous without speed gear. I will never do that again in my life. Oh, wow, that does not do that much damage versus Ballade. Yikes. Let's see. I had Defective play on normal difficulty. It would be, you know, I could make him play it on easy, but then I'd be like, you know, this is kind of like the Nintendo baby mode. Like, come on, you're in your mid-20s. You could do this. Let's see, Torchman, Mega Man DOS is Torchman. Mecha support is good from the summon mecha, is more useful from the bench. like the Flea, boosting the position for speed for everybody. Assault is better when the Summon Mecha is better suited for offensive skills, like the Pyrobots. Yeah, it gives target a weakness to Cutter. Yeah, that makes sense. There's definitely good uses for both of them. Definitely don't think that one outclasses the other. Now, part of this poorly planned team is that I don't think I've given... Oh, okay, no, Napalm Man does have attack boost on him. I could use him to boost up THOR rather slowly. And Woodman also has defense boost on him. Buster Charge, Super Arm. Well, let's see how Proto Strike fares before I start switching over. Oh, Ballade has a ton of defense. That's why he's not taking that much damage. Ballade's second form was activated. He's overclocking all of his stats. Oh, and he's healing. Oh, uh-oh. Rutroll. This isn't gonna be good, Scoob. Especially not with those meager defenses of Rothor's. How about we put Napalm Man out here? He's immune to explode. Casual mode. Newcomers to definitely the baby mode. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Casual mode probably would have been better for him, but, you know. I told him, come on, man, just play on the normal mode, man. It's gonna be good, man. Don't worry about it. You'll get good at the game. Don't worry, bro. Okay. Let's boost yourself, Napalm Man. Poor Ballade. Alright, he's at my mercy now. You'd argue that the X series actually requires more brain power. I'm not sure about that. I mean, okay, the first 3 X games, they definitely require some brain power. If I dropped him into X4, 5, and 6 with guidance, he could probably just barrel his way through those games. They don't require very much thought. I was never under that impression anyways. Electric Mechas is basically a mini Napalm Man insofar as recovering weapon energy. Ooh, that's actually fire. But I think I'd like to have Napalm Man anyways. He's a good lad. He can stay on the team. And let's use this moment to defense boost Napalm Man. Why not? He's got all the time in the world. Do I have Buster Charge on him? Good. Tundra Man stage could be hard just because of the Flappy Bird section. The music slap, though. Yeah, Tundra Man stage does have that kind of finale, which is difficult, but honestly, I think it's mostly difficult. I usually only die there when I actually go for that E-Tank. Otherwise, I'm pretty much fine whenever I'm doing Tundra Man stage, but like, yeah, that section with all the pillars and the ice physics and the blue hoi is is pretty rough. Okay, what was Dark Man? Was he weak to anything? Wind, missile. Okay, I mean, I could just napalm bomb everybody. It's not gonna be a detriment. Although it is going to take a while to kind of crack through Ballade's defenses, I think. Oh well, let's go for it. Oh, did Rothor just get shot? I think Rothor just got shot in Miami. Alright, Woodman, I'm gonna rely on you to make sure that Rothor doesn't die. Most Mega Man games give you a chargeable Mega Buster, can be no brain required games. I guess, but like the classic series, just by virtue of having minimal movement options and damage usually being balanced pretty well to make life difficult for playing Mega Man, where you can't just barrel through things, I think kind of helps go against that idea. The X series has enough health and infinite checkpoints to where it's like, you can pretty much just face tag things until it works. Like, that's why I like game overs in the classic series. It forces you to restart the stage if you're like bad. It forces you to get good. I love getting good. Impact Man stage, honestly, I think was one of my easiest stages when I was playing 11 for the first time, and it is probably still one of my favorite stages because, like, I don't know, I never found the drillers, you know, the pieces of him going through the stage that difficult to avoid. It was always really fun, actually. Like, I got into, like, a schmovement state where it's like, oh, yeah, like, all of these, all of these are, like, if you have great timing, you get into, like, the state where it's like, oh, this one's just coming up, jump over that, you're in a flow state. There's like this other one you have to dodge. You really only have to consider like maybe 2 of them per passage, and like I love that. I love how the strategy also just reverted in this fight to Crashman, but, you know, but purple. Cool. X6 with Classic Series game over, you'd never finish it. Most people would never finish it, but, you know. I mean, now I'm finishing it without that much difficulty, all things considered. I did, it's not like this is much of an achievement, but I did actually do an Ultimate Armor X playthrough over the weekend, and you know, it was fun. It was just fun, you know, being able to blast through everything. It is kind of interesting in the sense that like Mega Man does not feel nearly as overpowered, even at like everything put onto him, and like part stacking, ultimate armor, everything, the whole shebang on Mega Man X doesn't quite feel as like ruthlessly overpowered for the game as Zero, but it helps that Zero has like, hello, I can kill almost any enemy instantly thanks to buggy shield weapon, so it's hard to compete with that. Now we're finishing on Extreme, as I don't know, I might take up that challenge, honestly. No game over run of X6 feels, you know, within my grasp. Bum, 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 bum. Climbing ladder sucks in 11. Mega Man didn't wear his ladder shoes. He is a little bit slow, but thankfully there's not too many ladders to make up for it. Or at the very least, they're not in very impactful positions. Okay, so King has a reverse module again. Weak to electric and cutter, resistant to impact and explode. He's probably also going to use that damn shield barrier, or the skull barrier again to mess with me. So, do I just go for barrier drive straight up? No, Rothor's attack is not that great. I mean, it's decent, but at level 70 you'd expect something a little higher. I really should have him paired up with a support robot, so that way he can actually kind of, you know, do things. Maybe I should Proto Strike King a couple of times, or I'll go back to the, well, no, Oil Slider's not gonna do much damage, or Charge Kick. All right, Rothor is again the wrong person to bring to this fight. Oh right, he's just completely immune to King. Great. Ultimate Armor in X6 feels balanced compared to X6's level design. I don't know, I wouldn't quite go that far. I felt like it was overkill for all the stage design, and like really, the Robot Masters, except for Maginian, are pretty well designed in that game. I didn't feel like it was needed. It was just very much like a, I don't know. Put it this way, Grim. If I actually followed through on your idea, or you know, your suggestion that I have the ultimate armor on just in case I wanted to use it for the game, because if it got too tough for me on my first playthrough, I think I would be heavily disappointed by the game. Like, I don't know, X6 kind of feels easy to me now at this point. Like, there's a couple things where it's like I want to plan around using, like, I'd like to bring Shadow Armor to Metal Shark Player stage, so that way I don't have to deal with the fact that, like, oh, I'm going to die in spikes on that one segment. Like, the rest of the game just feels like I'll just face tank my way through, like, the billion meteors falling from the sky, or I'll get really close to the screen, so that way the darkness nightmare effect doesn't really impact me that much. Like, I don't know. For the most part, game seems pretty manageable. Meanwhile, Wolfang's standing there. Okay, yeah, Wolfang's an idiot. Although, to be fair, I don't know, Wolfang's RNG just likes to make him move against me for some reason, so I don't know, riddle me that one. You wanna know what stage you had trouble with in Mega Man 11? Yeah, Chris, why not? I love talking about 11. That's my favorite game, after all. Okay, I feel like Rothor's not really cutting it very much for this. Could Woodman do anything? I don't know what Woodman's got. Woodman, Buster Charge, Leaf Fall, Leaf Shield, Centaur Flash, Super Arm, Defense Boost, Air Twister. He could do some funny counterattack stuff to Trill. I don't know if really that's the winning strategy, though. Oh god, and his attack is really low, too. Alright, yeah, no, let's just keep at it with THOR. We can use this opportunity to boost back my attack, although I know his defense is probably gonna... Yeah, let's use Super Arm. This sounds like a you problem, perhaps. I just needed to be luckier, I suppose. Okay, Trill, regenerate weapon energy. Trill had no energy to regenerate, so good job. Trill's resistant to space, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Yeah, try Barrier Drive, why not? Go, my barriers! Kill Trill! Ooh, nice crit. Alright, solid attack. Wily Fortress 1, not because of the Yellow Devil fight, it's the spike section before the Yellow Devil room. The spike section before the Yellow Devil room. I only remember the spike fall in that stage. I don't really remember the other spike section before that spot. Gear Fortress 1 is definitely tough, given, like, all of the pits and the easy way to get you knocked down into said pits. And also the length of that stage is pretty crazy, but... Okay, ouch. Thanks, Space Overdrive. But overall, I think the stage is, you know... It's a solid challenge, but very manageable. For me, the thing that gets me in that stage most often is just that there's one of those cone robots that, like, sends its missile right about when your acid barrier expires, and I always think that I can dodge it, but I can't, and it gets me. It's a gotcha moment for me every single time. Oh, the spike fall. Okay, that's the one you're talking about, then. Mega Man 9's is pretty crazy, yeah. Mega Man 9's castle is a lot to deal with. They throw a lot at you. Alright. Keep on going at the trills. Although, I don't know, I'm boosting my speed back up. I don't... Okay, it's not gonna help versus Trill, that's for damn sure. But it's not like the impact damage is gonna do a whole lot against King anyways, so... Yeah, it's probably just best I keep, like, proto-striking and barrier driving. The least egregious thing is the devil boss. I don't know, I don't remember that stage being too terrible, but it's been a while since I played 9 as well, so... Maybe I should go and play 9 again. I think I've only beaten that game, like, twice anyways, so... Man, it's actually kind of amazing. THOR doesn't have... How am I trying to think of this? THOR does not have on the surface, like, the best stats or the best move spread. It kind of feels like he wouldn't be that great against a lot of things, but against, like, the meta of, like, the big fortress bosses in this game, he does really well. Having 3 immunities to space, Oh, bye, Napalm Man. Immunities to space, neutral, and laser are, like... They're, like, really big. Like, that's most of what Slur, Trill, and King can actually throw at you. So I can kind of just stand here, la-dee-da, and, like, you know, oh no, poor Napalm Man. Anyways, goodbye, King. Thanks for trying. Twin Devil's so mind-numbingly easy, it's unreal. If I tried, it might be easy, but I don't feel like trying, so... I'm gonna say he sucks. This is a totally objective and not biased opinion whatsoever. Never played 9 and 10 since you didn't have the games back when you had a PS3? Well, I mean, Legacy Collection always exists now, so... give that a shot. I'd say it's a good investment. 9's not really one of my favorite games in the series, but it's not bad. It's decent. And 10 is one of my favorite games in the entire franchise, so I think 10's worth giving a go. Alright, well, it wasn't fast, and it wasn't elegant, but we did get through that because Rothor was just a complete wall to everybody, and I like that. Battlefield fusions. Alright, time for more Rothor goodness. Alright, well, now we have money, though. We can go and actually buy some alts, so that's, like, good. Man who's bad at every devil boss. Not every devil boss. I'm good at the Mega Man 11 devil boss. I got better at the Yellow Devil in both 1 and 3 for the purposes of taking on the Legacy Collection challenges. Also, I don't know if do we really want to count the Rainbow Devil from Mega Man 0? I don't think that the Rainbow Devil really puts up much of a fight. I mean, yeah, he can kind of, you know, nail you with, like, an off hit if you're going for, like, an S rank, but, like, I don't think the Rainbow Devil in 0 is, like, difficult whatsoever, so. Yeah, Mega Man 10 on hard mode is messed up. That one's really rude, but it's doable. I mean, I did it as Proto Man recently after all, so anything's possible, right? I heard both of them were hard games. No, I would say 10's pretty chill overall, on normal mode at least. 9 is, nine's pretty hard. I would say 9's probably the hardest in the classic series. Depending on how you feel about Mega Man 7's Wily capsule, I would say 9's probably the hardest in the series and has probably the maximum difficulty spikes within it. It really expects a lot out of you. They went overboard on the, like, yeah, Mega Man's a hard game in the NES library. We'll make Mega Man 9 hard for appeal to those classic nostalgia fans. And it's like, I think you actually made it harder than the original game. Damn. I could reverse module on Guts Man. That would be funny. But no, we're focusing on other characters. Bring Topspin in. I could bring Topspin in. It's been a while since we've had some Topspin fun. You could boost him up with Roll. That's a pretty decent strategy, all things considered. Who else could we bring to actually give that any synergy whatsoever? I don't think we have anyone else. Maybe Quickman, but I'm not really interested in bringing Quickman into things. Swordman, Ringman. I mean, Ringman, okay. Ringman also have reverse module. I don't know, that's weird. I'm kind of just satisfied at bringing Napalm Man and Woodman as support robots, and then just, here, let's mess around and have, like, you know, Roll and Top Man have some fun. Yeah, let's just do that. That ought to be pretty good. You're now facing Rothor with Rothor. Oh, true. I do need to do that at least once, though. You're right. Let's go ahead and take on... yeah. Dark Skull Man, Dark Pharaoh Man. And we'll put in Rothor with this, so... Actually, no. Let's put in Roll first. Rothor could use some serious stat boosting to make him a lot better. Boom. There we go, get them here, and then Napalm Man and Woodman. Welcome to the fight. Mega Man 9 being the hardest game of all time. Yeah, alright, Watch Mojo. You fought the Rainbow Nova once in each game he appears and you don't think it was that hard? Yeah, no, he really wasn't. Mega Man 9 taking away Quick Switch Stoop? Yeah, it's kind of dumb. They really should have Quick Switch. It would be nice. Glad they at least remembered it existed for 10. Okay, oh, Shadow Man immune to space. The Shadow Man alien theory is real. Weak to Swift and Laser. Alright, and we want to hit him neutrally, so I'll keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure the Skull Mitts were weak to explosions. No, that was something completely different. Okay. Weak to Freeze and Crystal. Alright, let's take this time. Let's boost up Rothor, and then we can kind of go on a rampage. Try to beat 9, 10, 11 on their hardest difficulties. It's a good challenge. I mean, I think 11 on its hardest difficulty really pushes things past what I think is fair. Like, I think 10 is like, this is extremely difficult, but it is fair if you take your time. 11, I think I did superhero once and I never wanted to touch it again. Like, 10, I was at least like, okay, I will try hard mode on 10 again at some point in my life, and I did. But no, 11 superhero mode is brutal. I'm not a fan. It is absolutely maniacal what they're trying to get away with on that. Yeah, Mega Man 9 tries to be a better Mega Man 2, and it succeeds. That's not the best thing. You could have been a better Mega Man 4. I mean, Mega Man 4 is already pretty good. You could have made that better, but no, Capcom decided, you know, 2 was the best-selling game, so we're gonna make 2 the new game that we emulate. Alright, let's keep rollout here. She can take care of the Skullmet, and then once Shadow Man pops on in... Ooh, Skullmet, wrong time to boost your attack. You took a little too long, buddy. This is a pretty good remix of Pharaoh Man stage. It's jazzy in a weird way. Like, I don't think I would normally describe like this heavy synth and slap bass as jazzy, but it is very jazzy. I like it. Okay, charge up the Mega Buster because the roll swing isn't ready. Shadow Blade, ouch, I guess. Roll's attack fell, oh no. Nice. Yeah, Mega Man 9 gets a lot of Bun-B catchers in hard mode, I remember that. It's not fun. Alright, hit the fly with the vacuum cleaner. Complete overkill. Come on, roll. Yeah! 1,000 some odd damage. Nice. Alright, let's patch up our attack, and then we'll go into the next fight. Hey, Scorebear. Is Scorebear? That's a different person. Hey, Scorebar. There he goes. Yes, there goes my hero. Watch him as he gets mega busted. Poor Shadow Man. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. I will say on the topic of, like, you know, the hard modes, though, like, I think I mentioned this a while ago, but, like, man, Mega Man X5 really has the most pathetic hard mode there is. It barely changes anything about the game. It drops a couple of extra enemies in levels, and, like, only in one of the Sigma stages is it, like, really inconvenient as a result. I guess there's a couple more lasers during that one stage, but, like, that stage already sucks and is mitigated by Darkhold, so, like, I don't know. I don't think that, there's much of a case to be made for that game. It just doesn't really hold up in difficulty as much as the other ones do. It doesn't feel like it bumps up everything's damage output. At least not to me. It felt pretty just kind of like, yeah, whatever. This is fine. Also, wow, I didn't realize Roll has a lot of health. Like, even without the energy booster, she would be at like 250 life energy. That's pretty high. That's higher than Woodman. He's supposed to be like the beefy cleric, who's 15 levels higher. Alright, well, good for her. I'm gonna put on a defense boost on Rothor. Maybe he can actually get in here. Actually, wait. No, hold on. Oh god. I failed to consider that I also brought barrier drives to this fight. Okay, thank God. Roll's like beefy. It's fine. Roll's meant to be the Blissey, yeah, and then she comes out of nowhere with a vacuum cleaner RKO from the top rope and just absolutely annihilates Slur, and... Okay, well, okay, thankfully they didn't do too... okay, it hurt. It definitely hurt, but it didn't do so much that I'm, like, cooked. Roll can't actually do all that much against THOR with that little glob in front of him. Excuse me. But switching over to my THOR would be a terrible idea because then he'd just get hit with 5 super effective shield hits. And that would end very poorly. Instead, who can I switch out? I mean, Napalm Man does have a multi-hit attack. I just gotta hope that it all, the stars align, basically. So I guess we're sending in Napalm Man. My mistake. My strategy had a flaw in it. His little Ramoon devil friend. Yeah, it's kind of like a little Caco demon in your hands. Me and my pet Caco demon. Energy upgrade is one of the best items for her, disco, and rhythm. Yeah, it really seems to. Like, doubling somebody with an already high HP stat really makes it shine, because, THOR is out here doing 20 damage per special hit. I guess that's maybe a bit of a complication, though. Like, if he's doing roughly 20 per shot, that's 100 damage. I mean, Woodman would be able to heal most of that back switching in on Napalm Man, so I think that'll end up being okay. Napalm Man's not going to just absolutely get demolished. Let's hope so. It's called a Lunar Memory. Ooh, nice. Alright. It's kind of iffy, but Napalm Man will survive this. Will he survive the next hit? That's questionable. Depends on how much Woodman heals him for. Alright, Napalm Man's dead. That is a good run. Alright. This is basically going to require Napalm Bomb to land multiple times on THOR, which I don't think is happening. Well, at the very least, it sounds like the two idiots... Oh, okay, no, THOR got bombarded. Sweet. Alright, Napalm Man saved himself. Nice. Always believe in the heart of Lockheed Martin's capabilities. I want to play Mega Man Maker someday. That Mega Man Maker would be fun. I stopped playing it only because, like, my personal, like, email stopped working with it, and they had, like, an update where, they weren't going to, like, start accommodating legacy accounts anymore, and then I just kind of never figured my way out back into the game. I think, now that I do have, oh, right, I forgot to back out of the THOR fight and get the other guy from, this. I'll do that for the other ones. Now that I have, my own account or my own email for, like, this whole little VTubing thing, I could probably do that pretty simply. So yeah, I could play some Mega Man Maker at some time. That'd be fun. Be a good kind of, if I ever feel the need for filler and I don't know what Mega Man games I want to play, I could do that. If we wanted to have a more, simple, like, make your own Mega Man level night, but for Crash and not for the broader good Mega Man level community. Let me go back and read this. Did Shadowblade say the highest? Ooh, yeah, and lower their highest stat. All right, that's something. I can work with that, and that's something I can slap onto Skullman. That's a pretty good instant shadow stab attack. He has all the defense boosting things, though. I don't really want to get rid of that. He has Crash Avenger, which is good, though not necessary. Skull Sacrifice and Skull Barrier have to stay. Plant Barrier also has to stay. To get rid of Buster Charge is kind of bold. Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't need energy boost if he has Plant Barrier. Yeah, let's give him Shadow Blade. That'll probably work out well. Speaking of Mega Man Maker, you can't believe we're already in 1.10 times sure flies. Yeah, I'm honestly not even sure what's in Mega Man Maker at this point. I think I stopped playing around, I think when they were rolling out the Mega Man 8 weapons, and like the Fox Shine was like the newest thing in the game. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know what I've missed since then. Oh yeah, some more fun roll alts. I can buy that. Oh, we have the Scarfed Oil Man. Nice. Interesting recolor of Shadow Man. Purple Shadow Man. Oh, Shadow Man gets the purple ult, but why not Skull Man? Alright, we could save our money a little bit. Yeah, Shadow Man skill, I should look at that. I don't know why I've completely overlooked that. Astral Defector, drastically boosts the robot's attack on space-type fields. Oh, okay, that's a pretty good check to the Trill Rampage. I think that's pretty good. I think, you know, THOR will suit well enough for the counter Trill, but, like, it's pretty good. The Hologram Astro Man is great. Ooh, there's a Hologram Astro Man ult. Yeah, I'll go ahead and purchase that. Why not? Mega Maker would be the equivalent to the Monday night Doom community streams. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely play Mega Man Maker at some point to kind of do the equivalent thing. I think it would be neat. Alright, sell some crap. I don't need all these small screws, Auto. Please give me money. I need money. It's feeding my gaming addiction. Alright, and I don't think there's anything else new to buy from him. No, okay. Nothing else new to buy from Reggae. I mean, I could buy, like, energy support and energy assault and all that. It's not a bad idea, but I don't quite need it in my strategy yet, so I think we'll be alright. I think it could be pretty good to put energy support on, like, Woodman, if he's meant to be, like, the cleric of the Crash Ensemble. But hey, diversion time. So speaking of things that are, like, cool, I was working on that, what was it? Where's the thing? Where is my little thing in OBS here? Content chat windows, main RPG. Did I, like, just delete my... Did I delete my easy image access? Oh, no. Alright. Well, we'll have to make a new one. But, you know, I showed off, the fact that I was working on that shoe, last week, for my, Vroid Blender stuff. And I have an update on that. I've actually worked on it a little bit more. Let me pull that up. Is now in color. I optimized the geometry a little bit and did a UV unwrap on it successfully, so I have all of it, you know, portioned out. But look at that! That's like a real, honest-to-goodness Mega Man ZX shoe. That, I mean, now if you say it looks like the Ronald McDonald colors, you will be banned. But I'm proud of what I did. I think it's neat. It's got that kind of, like, you know, kind of like pastel baby red that I really like, that I'm trying to incorporate into some of the next design, and don't see any weird artifacts on it, so I'm pretty satisfied with it. It even has, like, the black bottoms of it are, like, kind of not perfectly black, but they're like that kind of, like, hot purple that is on everybody's kind of, like, leggings in the ZX art style. So yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I'm happy with it. It's coming right along. Now I just have to mirror it, make the other shoe, and well, then the next difficult thing to learn is, like, actually, how do I append this to the model and make it work good? Like, cause right now it's, like, fine enough in concept as a, you know, standalone thing. I've kind of neglected the whole time of, like, I wonder how I actually attach this to the mesh. Anyways, I'll figure that out later. Surely this will not come back to bite me. I don't think it'll be that difficult, but I am also having to consider the fact of like, okay, these shoes are probably not large enough to cover the feet of the model. I don't know if I can just mask the feet in Vroid Studio and then send that to Blender again, or do I have to go back, or like, is there gonna be compatibility issues going one way or the other? But I don't know. That's my cross to bear. I'll figure that out. It's definitely giving stoic red robot in the desert vibes. You immediately know it was Zero. Yeah, it is. It is quite a lot like based off of like Zero, the Model ZX's Model ZX's shoes within ZX series. So like, yeah, I guess it does kind of give off those vibes, but it's meant to be on a little bit more of a casual character. I think it'll all come together when the Crash model is, you know, fully out there and released. All right, this time I'm going to remember to get the second robot from the THOR fights. We'll bring out Roll, Top Man, and Napalm Man, and Woodman again. Ronald doesn't have any blackest color scheme. Dark toned, however. I don't know, but I did look at it and I was making fun of myself. I was like, the red is kind of giving me like ketchup vibes, and the yellow is giving me the Golden Arches vibes. So like, that's two parts of the iconic McDonald's sign. So Tomahawk Man, ooh, not quite. I got Spark Man instead. All right. Okay. All right. Thinking about this, if I just want to get in here and grab the. Oh no, wait, I can't napalm bomb everybody to death. That would kind of make it so I can't get Spark Man. Let me not do that. But I am glad though that the modeling is done on that damn shoe, because like that took so long to model, even from a base template. Having to do anything else would be crazy. Which is unfortunate considering I do have to also model like the little ear covers, the ear transmitters that are in Zero and ZX, but those are much simpler shapes, so hopefully that won't take nearly as long. I just basically have to make like, you know, a rounded kind of dome shape, something between a dome and a rectangular prism. Shouldn't be that hard. Hopefully it doesn't end up being that hard. Yeah. Your future powers are weak today. I know, right? I guess go take your future pills. Maybe you missed that daily dose of future pills today. The irony would be Spark Shock being one of the best weapons in the game. You're so right. Let's check that out. Come on, Spark Man, join the crew. Yeah, we befriended him by giving him brain damage. Sparkman's another great robot master in this game. Oh, hell yeah. Alright. Kill the other Bulb Blaster. Back out of here. Alright. Yeah, we're clearly, I'm clearly gearing myself up to have a few favorite robot masters at this point. Roll, Woodman, Napalm Man, THOR, and Crash Man, with a little bit of Skull Man mixed in there, are probably going to have, like, the best, the highest levels by the end of this, by the time we're getting to Slur again. Which, that's just fine. We have a nice little cadre of robot masters that'll get the job done. Don't do anything crazy, Proto Man. We don't want to spark a war. A Wily War. Spark Shock, 14 base power. It does damage? The user lets loose a large ball of electricity at the target to inflict damage and lower their attack stat. Alright, hey. That's good. Need some attack lowering moves. The Spark Life ability. Reawakens the spark of life within a disabled ally by sacrificing half their own energy reserves. These does not have any. Oh, okay, cool. So Sparkman could be the alternate to Skullman. In an alternate world, we have Spark Specs, and Sparkman is now joining the Crash team. Alright. Let's get back at this again. Top Man have anything to boost? Buster Shot, Top Spin, Quick Strike, Wily Buster, Light Buster. Okay, so we could just put him in. We don't necessarily need roll. Yeah, okay, so we'll pick Top Man. We need to level up Skull Man, so we'll put him in. And then we get... Where are those other two again? Woodman and Napalm Man. And a skill something I've seen before, too. Neat. I should check that next time. I keep forgetting things. Sparkman gives you Phoenix Downs? Not sure what you mean there. Is that an ability from something else that I'm not familiar with? Oh, sweet. Got Gravity Man. Nice. I like Gravity Man. He's a little bit of a goober in his original showing. Final Fantasy item that revives dead allies. Oh, sweet. He also heals you from the bench just like Woodman? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man, that's roll compression right there. The desire to be optimal, though. Damn. Now there's a strong desire to actually just bench Woodman and Skullman and put Skullman in, and put Sparkman in there. But we'll stick to them being separate for now. Gravity Man is a built-in reverse module. Oh, sweet. He and Rhythm have something in common, then. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something a little charming about Gravity Man's design. He's simple. He just flips gravity up and down, and he has a gun. He, Dr. Wily clearly spent all of his time building the gravity flipping ability into Gravity Man, and then kind of was like, oh, right, this is probably not good enough to stop Mega Man. Here, take this, and he just hands him, like, you know, the equivalent of, like, a 22, and just says, go nuts. It's like, Wily, this ain't gonna work. This isn't gonna do it. I like how he turns upside down for his getting hurt. Top Man can't switch. Alright, that's not a concern. Thanks for trying, Gravity Man. Let's get the Wily Buster. Let's throw that out there. So if Gravity Man was made by Wily, jury's still out on it. I'll choose to believe it. Why not? They give them Dr. Wily numbers in Mega Man 5. I'll go with it. I know they give Dr. Wily numbers just about anybody at this point, but, you know. Ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba. All right, come on. Give me a beefy raw Thor. I need somebody to top spin into. I need to gamble. It's not purchasing skins is not enough for me. I need to also gamble with top spin. All right, it's gambling time. I do also like how the raw Thor fights do get progressively harder, just to see, like, okay, first it was just all three of them, then it was the back two had barriers, and raw Thor had a little, you know, his little Shadow Moon globule, and or Lunar Memory, and then now all of them have barriers, and it's a crazy fight to get past all of this defense. All right, my bet is 5 hits. 1, 2. All right, we got 2. At least I hit him with something. Oh god, right, the barrier drive. I forgot about the barrier drive. T 16? Wait, what? Wait, why did... Hold on. Woodman. What? Why were you and Napalm Man shipped for 1? Is it because you guys leveled up? Oh, no. That's tragic. Alright, come on, Top Man. You've got, like, maybe 2 more chances to prove yourself here. Top spin missed entirely. Alright. Thanks. Man, Topspin doesn't like me. That's kind of a shame, honestly. Core shield restored energy. Wait a minute, hold on. What? THOR have... Oh, no. I might have to come back here with, like, a copy shot. Okay, hold on. Guys, stop doing things. I need to read the chat log. I need to read the action log. Topspin miss, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Shield Eater R. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I need to come back with a copy shot, then. Or at least, you know, the next fight I need to have a copy shot. I know, what bad luck. It's nuts. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah! That's a bit more like it. It's not a kill, but we're getting somewhere. Ironically, I think the best we've seen Topspin do is when I humored him and let him use it against Swordman that one extra time, and it hit 12 times in a row. Ridiculous. I noticed that THOR seems to be manually summoning the Lunar Memory this time. I feel like it was automatic before. That or I'm crossing him with a Crystal Joe and for some reason think that that's something that he didn't do automatically. Alright, Top Man is slowly winning. The house eventually wins. Accuracy is affected by speed? Oh. You must have told me that a long time ago. I totally forgot about that. Topspin is based on the fuck it we ball principle, true. And Topspin only works for enemies. It's just like Confuse Ray, you know? Confuse Ray, Supersonic, the most annoying things possible when fighting against, but they just don't do it, you know? They don't do it for you. Alright, do I still have a Light Buster Plus? I do. Alright, Drill Man, get out of here. I don't feel like fighting you. Oh wow, Drill Man actually... Damn, Drill Man took that hit like a champ. Alright, well, with that in mind, then I will definitely load something up on the Top Man to actually let him boost his speed. I guess he could probably put the Cossack Buster on. Drill Man, weak to Missile Freeze, Electric Cutter. Alright, just more Topspin. Why not? And up to 10% difference to accuracy. I guess that's pretty good, especially when you're rolling the accuracy multiple times for Topspin. I should put that into greater consideration. Spore and Dark Void. Yeah, I mean, getting slept is even worse than getting confused in Pokemon, but it doesn't happen nearly as often in casual gameplay, you know? You encounter way more Golbats in your casual career than you do, you know, Darkrai's and Darkrai's, Breylooms, and Smeargles. Alright, Top Man, you got one more chance to do this before Bright Man just Bright Flashes you and ruins your attack stat. Come on. Alright, well, you hit him for one, so... Alright, Top Man, you're done. Let's get somebody else in here. Let's get Skullman in. I think Shadow would probably do pretty well against Bright Man, wouldn't you say? Okay. Spell Barrier. Just do Shadow Blade. Let's just hit him. Oh. In fact, it did not do super effective damage. Alright. Weak to water and space. I did not expect space. Okay. Well, This might take a while. Who here? I mean, Top Man could boost himself back up, but he'd immediately go back down. Napalm Man, Napalm Bomb, Explode Shot, Crash Avenger, Energy Boosting. I don't have anybody with water and space on me. Okay, well. Maybe Napalm Man could outboost him a little bit? No, because he does get 2. I guess we'll just have it as the highest attack, so we'll send Napalm Man in. He couldn't top, man. Yeah, he kind of bottomed out a little bit there. Hey, Super Nerd. Welcome. Alright, let's see. Can I actually outpace Sprite Man's stat drops? I don't think I can. No, he's just gonna keep being a jerk like that. Okay. I don't think I have anything that lowers his defense either, so... Alright, well, battle of attrition time, I suppose. Yeah, the Extreme Magil can come and bite you, but, you know, thankfully it doesn't appear too often. And Napalm Man still wins, so... Yeah, I was thinking, you know, more about that of, like, you know... What good counters to Crash Man are there, and, like... What is the best Pokemon analogy for Crash Man? And I think in a weird way, Crash Man in this game is a lot like RBYOU Zapdos Gen 1. Where it's like, Crash Man has a very strong ability to just kind of wreck unprepared things, but does have definite counters. And is very linear. On his own, he's still very solid, even when he has counters and checks in play. But he's still not absolute, and there are definitely probably more flexible robots out there, or more useful ones that prevent him from, like, running rampant. I don't know. Random thing I'm thinking about. And there's only so many robots that actually do have a, like, stat downing move, so... You'd have to be able to have something that can pretty quickly go at him, or... chip at him a bunch of times with high-speed robots, that kind of stuff. Alright, another space-type attack. That's not too bad. Alright, let's take a look at the robots now. Prioritize breaking the super blocks with Napalm Bomb. Those can be broken with Napalm Bomb? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. They are rocks, but... Alright, so let's see. Sparkman with Shocking Kindness. Heals wounded allies from the bench. Yeah, Sparkman. Oh boy, Sparkman can really roll compress Skullman and Woodman into one. That's pretty impressive, honestly. His attack stat is pretty low as a result, unfortunately, but... I don't know, he can kind of make things work, I guess. I think Bright Burst would probably help his longevity out. And anything else for him? Well, let's rebuild some of these things for a second here, because I know Skullman. I'm looked at his build, and I was like, this is... Well, no, this is okay. Just doesn't have any strong neutral type moves. Woodman. Nah, it was Woodman I think I wanted to rework. Yeah, because I loaded him up with more like super arm air twister stuff to be like, oh, you know, just super up his defense. But I'm like, I don't know if that's actually really all that good, all things considered. I think he might be better served by kind of leaning further into that clerical role and just having, you know, more of the healing if he's active, if, you know, he is active. I mean, you don't want him to be doing that if you want him to heal, but I guess it could happen. Boosting stats would probably be good, although... Yeah, no, actually, he's not a support robot, so he can't actually boost his attack like that, so we don't do that. Super blocks. Okay, hold on. RBY Tauros given his track record. I feel like that's just because it's in-game, you know? If we actually go into a competitive meta, then it would be different. Super blocks can be broken with impacts and explode type moves, as well as roll swing, because of course it can. Okay, good. Super blocks be destroyed by Thunder Beam. It should be, because Mega Man 1. You got a point there, but I think it's fine as it is. You know, actually, what could I give Woodman instead? What would actually be really good on him? So I'm trying to think. I don't feel like Super Arm and Air Twister are all that good for him. I think Energy Break might be good. Yeah, give him some kind of fixed damage attack. But I don't want to spend time boosting his kind of little piddly attack stat. Plant Barrier for his own recovery. And then we could probably take off the Shield Core. And make him resistant to Flame or Cutter, I suppose. I think probably just giving him the energy upgrade would probably be best, actually. Yeah. Yeah, let's buy an energy upgrade for Woodman. Oh, right, I could actually do all these for Woodman. Well, no, he probably can't use those support ones, right? Because he's not a support robot. It wouldn't make sense for him to be able to use that. Probably do all the assaults? No, he can't do all that either. Okay, well, never mind. We can buy some skins while we're here, at least. Could add that as a secondary effect. That'd be fun. Why not? I think Elecman and his attack could actually use a little bit of a boost anyways. Like, Elecman, I was trying my darndest to actually make use of him, but, like, he just kept dying no matter what I did, and Thunder Beam wasn't all that powerful. Also, like, the Thunder Cloud attack that Elecman has doesn't feel very strong either. Like, it feels like it doesn't require too much weapon energy, but it definitely doesn't do all that much damage in return. Right. Making some more purchases, buying some more alternate costumes, hoping one day to see another Skullman ult. Okay, oh yeah, but I came here for an energy booster. Not for skins. I'll sneeze. Oh. I don't know how much of that picked up. It's a very weird thing to say, but I've always, I think I've been told multiple times in my life that I sneeze loud as hell. And it's very noticeable. People tend to be surprised when I sneeze. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? You're like firing off a magnum from your lungs. How have you not broken yourself by this point? Energy upgrade, all right. Yeah, that seems about right. I think Woodman will do for now. Skullman was doing okay. Napalm Man, also okay. But we're not going to be using Barrier Drive for a little bit, so I can put the... I could put the other thing back on him. Or was it Field Booster? Yeah, there we go. And then, oh yeah, we wanted to make top man's speed better. Buster Shot, Wily Buster, Defense Break. I'm not using Field Support or Mecha Support very much, so let's do that for him. Speed Boost. There we go. That'll help him out. You have Nuclear Bomb sneezes too. Hell yeah, twinning. Mega Man 7 arms are in the game. The shoot mechanic where if you immediately attack Spring or Turbo Mount, Noise Crusher insta-kills them. Yeah. Maybe a little bit too glaring of a weakness there to include as an Easter egg. Elecman has his niche. Copy stat boost. Post-game, there's a lot of that. Yeah, I suppose there is, actually. If I had been paying more attention, it'd probably be very good to copy that off of, you know, Slur, the Trills, all of them. Terra. High attack for an electric type. That's a strong element, all things considered. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess Electman was just so fragile to me, I never got the great chance to use him, but if in more skilled hands, he could probably do something great. Alright, on the other hand, Sparkman, if I wanted to compress his role as Woodman, he would have the issue of, like... issue, quote-unquote, he kind of would want to hold Nature Core. So that way he could actually blow up the Leaf Shield Plant Barrier. Centaur Flash kind of combo. And put a energy break on him. And then... I mean, I guess he could use a Thunder Beam, but Gravity holds. Thunderstrike. Meatball. What'd Spark Shock do again? What's its damage, like 14? Okay, it's kind of like Thunderstrike, but also with, yeah. Also with a stat down attached to it. Cool. And then, yeah, he could use his self-defense boost. Oops, didn't want to replace that one. Actually, going to advocate for every Robot Master, but every Robot Master is someone's favorite, so you try to make each viable in some scenario mode. Yeah, no, totally. I remember that philosophy, and it definitely paints itself out pretty well. There's some I definitely just don't gravitate towards. I'm sure there'd be plenty who kind of look at Crashman and just like, the Extremist module is a little bit too risky to use, or it kind of is just kind of like requires setup and doesn't work for me. So, yeah, no, it makes total sense. Those Gravity Man's ability versus all stat changes. Oh, right, yeah, he had that. Kind of fun, but I think if I was going to use a fast or a more defensive electric type, I would just stick around with Sparkman. So we're gonna shelve Gravity Man for now. All right, let's keep at it. Go, bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's actually take a guess. So we're gonna go into the Rusty Armory, fighting Dust and... Dive Man. Who am I going to find in a Rusty Armory? Let's see, was Dustman was technically a Wind Core, and then we have a Missile Core. Do we have any other Missile Core robots? And also, who have we been seeing? We've been seeing robots from 3 and 5. So we probably have some more 3 and 5 robots to grab. So who from 3 would be like Dive Man and Dust Man? Needle Man? I don't think no, we haven't seen Needle Man yet. I think I'm gonna bet on Needle Man for Rusty Armory. Hardman's a good alternative. I don't think we've seen... I think the time for Mega Man 6 has passed, but I could also be wrong on that, who knows. I could make use of Dive Man's whole dive missile shtick. Yeah, why not? It's been a while since he's been around. Let's bring him on. Bring Sparkman 2, why not? And then as backup, we'll go ahead and bring good old Roll. And how about, I don't know who's gonna be good against these guys. Woodman for double healing? This is maybe a bit much. Bring Napalm Man. Playing on Knight or Hard, but the bonus robot's type matches the one in the second slot. Oh, I guess that would make sense. So we have someone who's Missile. I'm still sticking then with, Needle. Gyro Man. Okay.
Ready.
Gyro Man's express delivery skill kicked in. Teammates can switch freely as long as Gyro Man remains on the bench. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good support ability to have, actually. That's a little messed up, actually. Oh my god. I mean, that would allow me to do stuff like... That would allow me to do stupid shit like switch in THOR for free against an enemy THOR and use shield barrier or shield drive. That's good. Yeah, yeah. Your game is really so fun. Alright, so... Dive torpedo was ignored? What? Mandatory stick-in. Mouse hack rose. Oh, probably because it's a missile type. I probably should have scanned it. Yeah, alright. That makes sense. Whoopsie. Well, we'll just shoot him. Game's fun to watch. Yeah, true, true, true. I'm glad I can be entertaining about it. Alright, well, Dive Man's speed is going nutty, so that's good. Weak to missile and flame. Don't mind if I do. Earlier updates, you could switch without spending the turn. Now you have gyro to simulate that. Oh, that is it. Man, that's a very heavy nostalgia call. It's like, okay, well now everybody, only Gyro Man allows you to have this old ability that would allow for insane amounts of switching. Like that's really good. That's like crazy. You can get away with some serious shenanigans with that, and I intend to. Aha, Gyro Man, I didn't attack you this turn. That, ow, still hurt. Alright, well, if you're gonna be like that, then I'm gonna keep boosting. The gyro attack, no! Hit a benched robot. Oh, that's a cool way to implement this, like, it has a directional changing thing. Dive Missile doesn't track some enemies, it just ignores the stingrays in Mega Man 4 as well. Yeah, I guess that does kind of happen, doesn't it? It tracks. It's lore. Oh, but yeah, I do need to remember for this next fight, I actually have to bring in Base with his copy shot. I need to get that, the healing thing off of THOR. Because that would be really good to slap onto Proto Man THOR. Sorry, Gyro Man, no running. You will get gunned down in this decrepit factory. Sorry. Well, send your condolences to your next of kin. It tracks, but they don't. Yes. This logic is made of metaphors. Alright. Alright, let's kit up Base so that way he's actually going to stand a chance against THOR for a little while. Alright, gyro attack, wind cutter. Oops around to hit another robot on the way back. Even if it misses the first time, there's still a chance the second will hit. That's not bad. Okay. So, how am I gonna make Base viable against THOR? I mean, obviously I'm gonna boost him up with roll before the THOR fight, so that way I can make copy shot work. Oh god, Base is pitifully underleveled for this. I don't... I don't know how well that's gonna work, actually. I might have to try and, like, do the thing where it's like I drop copy style on Proto Man, use Proto Man to pick up that ability, and then come back with it. Although, I don't know, that was a space ability. I could just get a bunch of space cores and deliver that to Reggae. I don't think I've actually given him many space cores. Yeah, I've only given him 4. I think, yeah, I might... Age Man, I'll take a spoiler if you remember it. Can I get that, that other barrier consumption move, from THOR that THOR has by, like, just donating a bunch of space cores to Reggae? Because I think that would be a lot easier for me to do that rather than try to either finagle base. No? Oh, damn. Okay. So that would be the only way I can copy it. Alright. Only if I had the copy shot. Alright, it's fair enough. It's meant to be something you gotta actually work for. Yeah, I think I was going to bring Base in. I don't think Base is gonna survive. Base does not have great defenses on his own, on anyways, and he's pretty low level. Mega Man's even lower level. That's not gonna work. So I think I'm gonna have to temporarily take off copy style on Proto Man. Power level Base. I mean, I guess I could go somewhere and try to do that real quick, but I don't know. I don't really want to stop midstream to do that kind of thing. I'll do copy shot and copy shot shenanigans with Proto Man, and then just later on I'll go ahead and do one battle on the bench. Well, too late. I was thinking of that, but too late. I'll go and I'll just probably grab THOR again off stream on a Dr. Light fight. Make it easy. It won't be too hard to actually get THOR form back. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah. It's definitely, it's weird. It's one of those factors where it's like, oh yeah, sure, I'd definitely try to do that, you know, the power leveling base strat first if I was off stream, but given it's like, okay, I only stream roughly 2 hours a week anyways, like, I should probably try to make good time on this, so, you know, don't want to waste anybody's time, me just sitting here power leveling a character. That's something I can do in my off time that isn't particularly interesting anyways. Alright, we'll bring back, I don't know, Roll, Proto Man, Top Man again, I don't know, I like not having to worry about my ammo and health so much. We're bringing in Napalm and Spark again. Good luck copying Shield Eater. Yeah, it seems like I'm probably gonna need it. Did Base get his Proto Strike yet? No, I think I just got like the Base Curse or whatever it is, the Shadow type move that he gets. I haven't leveled him up too much. Yeah, cause yeah, he got pretty benched during Wily's campaign. So a certain someone else took the spotlight with his multiple explosions. I don't know if you know this guy. He's called Crash Man. All three get some version of it. Oh, okay, well that's good to know. That might be worth actually grinding up a little bit then. Oh hey, it's Windman. Perfectly appropriate for Dustman. I gotta imagine Dustman was probably one of the harder robot masters to come up with a core for in this game, Ageman, because like Windman or Dustman doesn't strike me as particularly elemental in really any strong fashion. Like, I definitely see why you went for Wind Core, because like obviously he has the suction attack, and like that makes sense. But it is also very much along like this kind of oblique way of thinking, where it's like, yeah, I guess that is sort of his type. Like, he isn't super airy like, well, Airman or Windman is, or like Tengu Man. Like, it's not as obvious. Like, his weapon is a big block. If anything, it would be like, kind of seem to maybe be Impact, but Impact also doesn't make sense because that's more like Gutsman coded. It was definitely kind of it was probably a difficult choice if I had to imagine. But I appreciate that it's kind of an odd one. Yeah, then Drill's already Earth and Mega Man 4, and then like the other Earth robots are like Oil Man. Like, yeah, those make more sense. Having to do the cores with respecting weakness cycles 20 years ago, yeah, that definitely sounds like a good challenge there. Okay, oh yeah, and then we're gonna want a defense boost Proto Man. Swift was the latest and final addition. Nice. It definitely makes sense. You gotta give Quick Man something. Was Quick Man something else before? Was he not Swift? Alright. Let's see. Vacuum cleaner, let's go! Top Man used to be explode type? That's weird. That doesn't make much sense, but that would have been even more fun for the Crash Man team. You could buy Dustman as an impact or an Earth type Grim. I wonder what would Junkman be? Well, Junkman gets the benefit of shield type being its own thing, right? Like, so Junkman I think would end up being de facto shield type. But I could also kind of buy him as like a impact. Oh, I probably should have taken the cores off of... I keep forgetting that my barriers are going to be used against me in the THOR fight. Oh well, that's my fault. Here, let's boost Roll's stats up a little bit more. That way she doesn't decay nearly as hard in the next fight. Oh, someone else is gonna take care of Windman? Okay, sure. Proto Man. You have Proto Strike. Kill this little cretin. Curse of Ra be upon you. True. Curse of Ra Thor, you'd be even harder. You're not covered in sand, you're covered in barriers. You'll never escape my You're stuck behind 7 firewalls and 12 alternate accounts. Alrighty. Especially with some of skills that give them a second core. I mean, that makes sense too. I mean, you know, it's nice to veer. It's like, oh yeah, like, totally. Some of these guys should have different, multiple typings, sort of. There are good combinations between them. 8 barriers, they're coarse and rough, and they get everywhere, yeah. Oh, I forgot to bring Centaur Flash. That would have made copying Rothor's thing a lot easier. He wouldn't, well, no, because he uses that as a move, not an ability. It doesn't automatically stop those from popping up. I think I even tried that before when I was off stream. Wait a minute, Proto Man can use Barrier Drive? Can, like, anybody use Barrier Drive? Huh. I mean, I'm a little faster. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright, well, that just murdered the poor bastard. Oh, wow. Alright, all that time spent as Rothor gave Proto Man some tips. Rothor is a little bit obsolete at this point, huh? Well, no, his immunities are necessary for the Slur fight, but... When Proto Man was copying Rothor, I mean, I could still have, like, technically equipped him with Barrier Drive. I just didn't think he would actually have, like, the option to use it. Like, because when we didn't copy stuff before on Rothor, that made it so, like, Proto Man was just, like, kind of dead. Also, wait a minute, he can use Space Shot, too? Oh, wait, right, Proto Man's a copy type. What the hell am I talking about? He can use anything. Duh. Right. Sandstorm Man does sound kind of lit. Yeah, if we had some more direct sand robot masters. Pharaoh Man, ancient Egypt theme built around exploding ruins. Sand powers? Nah, the concentrated power of the sun. Yeah, he gets, I mean, you know, he channels that raw energy. For being somebody entombed in a sarcophagus. at night, in a stage at night. Actually, yeah, hold on, Lunar Fox, you're making a great point. Like, him being so kind of solar type doesn't make that much sense, actually. For those here who know what's the actual strategy for getting Shield Eater, people have done it, you just forget. It'd be good to know. Because it does seem like Rothor does not immediately summon, you know, the Lunar Blob again. You have a little bit of time to actually get in there. You can see Pharaohman giving you Surf Snake. That might just be your Indiana Jones core talking. You're very used to the idea of, you know, associating dangerous archaeological sites with snakes. Try it again, though. Maybe not annihilating Rothor so brutally this time around. Giving him a little bit of a chance. Wait, what? Why can I target Super Arm on one of them? Oh, my god, now I'm curious. Oh, right, because Proto Man's the instant... Okay, I forgot about that. Well, at least that got rid of his barrier. Han Solo. Pyramid summons the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, please, give me that. Alright, we have to have that as Pharaohman's ultimate, like, level 70 move that he learns in this game. That makes the most sense. Stall and he uses it till copy. Yeah. Yeah. I am in a poor position to do that, but we're gonna have to try. I mean, I kind of just have to wait, so, like, I don't know. I guess I'll just stall with, like, Oil Slider. Or Charge Kick. Yeah, stall with Oil Slider. He's gonna resist it. Or not. Okay, there's the Lunar Memory. And thankfully, Proto Man's a lot faster, so it shouldn't be too hard to grab. Just have to manage the Lunar Memory well. There it is. Okay, there's Shield Eater. Man, that's good healing. Pharaohman summons a crystal skull and has Mega Man abducted by ancient aliens. That allows you to return Shadow Man to his people. I bet he would really appreciate that. All right, gimme, gimme. All right, Shield Eater, nice. All right, Rothor, I tire of thee. Barrier drive. God, that's so good. All right. Right. Yeah, thankfully that was a lot easier, because Rothor here is a lot less spammy about his little blobby boy. He was really spammy about that in the Wily fights. Here he was kind of more on the, you know, I could take it or leave it kind of side of things. Summons it every other turn. Man, Proto Man's leveling up fast too. It's nuts. It's kind of crazy. Everybody really has felt like they've leveled up super fast under Dr. Cossack. I mean, I guess we are in, you know, endgame fights with high levels. We are getting a lot of experience per fight. It makes sense, but I didn't expect to have so many robots close to level 100, actually. I was going to think that would be a difficult thing to grind for, but I guess the fact that the experience curve is flat in this game kind of helps out, you know? Alright, Windman. Got the Windstorm, powerful torrent of wind, potentially forcing a switch. We got Shield Eater, nice. Shadow type move with 20 base power. Pill Core Shields, and Heal. Nice. That's not bad, actually, for, like, Skullman. That might be a better heal option than Plant Barrier. If I just give him a core to work with, that might be a better option than Plant Barrier for healing. I could play with that. Play with that another time. Alright, and Windman and Gyroman, what were your abilities, right? Okay, so we have Propeller Power, reduces cost of wind type abilities, that's usable. And then, yeah, we have Express Delivery, which is crazy. Okay. Yeah, Gyroman I'll definitely be toying around with afterwards. Alright. One more Rothor fight to go. Well, and two more robots to collect. Alright, so now we're in Water and Ring. So if we're still getting from Mega Man 3, 5, and 6, then who's watery in those games? They could get Gemini Man. Gemini Man's sorta watery. We already have Wave Man, so we're not gonna get him. Mega Man 6. Was there a water type in Mega Man 6? We had Wind, Night, Yamato, Plant, Centaurs. No, Centaur's not watery, and we already got him too. I don't think we're gonna get someone from 6. I'm gonna guess Gemini Man if it's watery type. If we have someone that's like spacey, I mean, we already did Gravity Man. Yeah, I don't think of that. I can't think of any spacey types. I'm gonna think Gemini Man. That's what I'm gonna bet on. Right. I can get Gutsman some experience in the bench. We'll put him up there. Then we can quickly kind of tear through everyone else, get a little experience for everyone else. Let's level up Gutsman and Skullman and Sparkman. Yeah. Random selection of dudes. Aqua, Acid, Pump, Splash. Yeah, I was only thinking of 3, 5, and 6. There would definitely be more to go if we had more robot things to go. Oh, Starman. Starman one, yeah. That's probably it. Yep. Yep, good job, Shadow Victor. You got your psychic powers back. Can't believe I forgot about Starman as far as the space theme goes. That makes sense. Alright, Top Man. Alright, time to boost up. We had 83% at... Wow, that is a lot more speed. Top spin. That didn't seem to improve accuracy, but I'm guessing it's maybe a behind-the-scenes calculation. Same skill as Electman? Ooh, okay, so it's good that I'm boosting up now. Definitely don't want to boost up in front of Starman, then. Bad idea. Alright, well, I won't be using the top spin anyways, so... Yeah, Scorebar, you're so close. You were thinking a little bit too outside of the other video games, the other entries in the series. We got Astro and Galaxy already. Yep. And I guess you were thinking of the water types, but to be fair, I was also thinking of water types. I want to see Gemini Man, but I probably missed my opportunity when I didn't, Oh, oops, I pressed, oops, it's been a while since I played Electman. I forgot that he just kind of copies that instantly. Alright. I'm guessing I probably missed out on Gemini Man when I didn't get the second robots from the other Rothor fights. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I really doing a mirror match here? I think the Star Crash is just a different elemental version of Topspin. Oh boy. This ought to be interesting. It's his RNG versus my need to not kill him. Alright. Thankfully, I'm not quite twice the speed. Damn, okay, so Buster Shot's not actually gonna do that much. Oh no, please, leave poor Sparkman alone. Star Crash not RNG based? Oh, okay, so it's just multiple shots. Be funny if it was, though. It's definitely interesting. It's already not acting like most of the other shield weapons in this game. Most of them require at least one turn of wind-up before they go out and do damage, but... Nope, not Starman. He's going out there immediately, hitting things. Ba-boom. Not the space shot! I do like this remix of Ringman Sage a lot more. It takes what was kind of like a, you know, high note, kind of like lighthearted romp through like weird space hippie museum and turns it into kind of like more of a, more like a darker Genesis theme. I like it. It's got some of the minor keynotes in there. Makes it sound real good. Thank you, everybody else, for standing in the background and, healing or doing whatever. Alright, cool. Now we can... If I just hit restart battle, will I actually see the other robot, or no? I have to back out. Yeah, I have to back out. Okay. I always forget that. I'm the world's splendid noble youth. Whatever that means, Starman. Whatever that means. Throws them at a target, deal damage to 3 times. Oh, okay, so it's more like a rolling cutter. That makes sense. Alright, can't actually do anything with the THOR stuff. The Shield Eater is nice. Yeah, okay. How much energy does that use? 16. Oh my god, that uses 16 energy? If I want to use that, I actually have to put on the energy increasing item. That's a lot. Wow. Okay. Well, it'll be fun, so I'll do it with PX THOR, but still. Alright, back in the fight. Take out THOR this time around, and hey, maybe even actually copy him so I don't have to go do that off stream. Boom. Alright, bring in roll, do all the buffs. Bring in... I want to bring in Crashman? Yeah, why not? He hasn't been on stream yet today. Let him say hi. And to stretch his legs. And then... yeah, we'll bring in Woodman for the healing. Or, well, hold on. And I'll be okay. Nah, I want Napalm Man. Give me Napalm Man. Sure are a lot of sun-themed Robot Masters. I mean, we have Sunstar. That's an obvious one. We have... who else? I mean, we sort of have Pharaoh Man. I'm struggling to think of the other Sun Robot Masters. Oh, we have Solar Man. So that one should have been obvious. Obvious as hell, Solar Man alert. That is Aquaman. Hey, Scorebar, you were right in a roundabout fashion. Ow. I'm leaning on my arm too much. I can start to feeling. I'm feeling it stiffening up right now. Get Proto Man ready for his big raw Thor fight. Boost them all the way up. There we go. Aquaman's great as a tank. Use him a lot. Combined with his ability is crazy. Alright. Might be good to use. I think at this point I'm probably locked into who I'm going to use based on the fact that I have some robots in the level 80s at this point. 80s to 90s. It would be a lot easier just to use them, but they're good to check out. And then we'll buff Napalm Man for the next fight. Alright, good enough. Let's see. Oh. Other Mega Man topics. Did y'all see there's like a new Mega Man comic that got released recently for free? I don't remember what it was called again. Let me look at my notes over here. I wrote them down earlier. Mega Man Timelines #0 comic came out for free. I gotta read that still, but I hope it's good. Yeah, Grim, you're in tune with it. I'm interested in reading it, I guess. I mean, why not? It looks really well illustrated. It's Mega Man. What's not to like? You know? Immune to water, weak to impact shadow. Alright. Well, he'll be weak to the vacuum cleaner soon. Veterans have post-game bias talking about viability. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's totally fair, right? You're obviously thinking about, like, totality versus immediate viability. Ow. So wait, acid glob melted through my armor. Wait a minute. So let me take a... Oh, okay. A lot of things are happening. Water wave, use that, drifted past the target. Woodman, 3 energy damage, the acid glob did damage, melted through my armor, and he used that on last turn, right? Fires an acid glob. Oh yeah, wow. And it sticks to me, does a lot of damage. Yeah, wow, acid glob's a good water type attack. Ignores my defense, it seems. Or my defense boost, that's pretty good. Doesn't match up to the vacuum cleaner, though. It's not... Acid Globs isn't even his. He's making good use of it. He's taking good page out of Mega Man's handbook and just saying, eh, whatever, I'll use whoever's stuff is available. Bum, 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 bum. Didn't even get to waterboard me. I'm quite used to the so you're telling me that Aquaman's a federal agent, basically. I'm pretty good at dealing with the federal agents, so it's fine. He doesn't have a chance. Master of Guantanamo. How do you think he got here? He aquajetted his way over here. He didn't want to take the boat. Instead, he just said, eh, you know, I don't need the plane. I don't need the boat. I'll just swim my way over. I'm Aquaman. Aqua Balloon keeps shooting until it runs out of weapon energy. His skill makes the skill only take 1 weapon energy, so... Basically, yeah, watery napalm bomb, but at, like, maximum usage. That's pretty good. Toadman's everything is rising because of the water type. Alright. Well, hey, there's no experience multiplier here. Sorry, Toadman, you're not gonna have a good time. And Roll has health to spare for days. Water Yamato Spear. I finally got the Yamato Spear too, damn. His favorite torture method involves repeating his voice lines over and over. Look, he's no Flame Hyanard. He's got to up his waterboarding game at that point. Or Brodborski either. I mean, goodness. You think they should add my Robot Master OCs to this game? God, no. I don't want to see Crushman, Ant-Man, and Smart Woman in this game. That doesn't need to happen. I would maybe actually be like infuriated if that happened. Be like, okay, you're gonna include my cringe Robot Master OCs and not like, you know, the one OC currently on the screen right now, you know, moving around like this, like. Don't forget to break the super blocks. I am on it. I was thinking about that. I just wanted to make sure Proto Man was ready first. Medusa Woman hype. Oh, so you've watched that stream too. Good to know, Marcos. That one wouldn't be so bad, but there are some of those OCs that don't need to see the light of day ever again. Okay, so I forgot. What did I buff Proto Man with? I think I gave him defense, right? Roll swing. Core shield, kind-hearted, defense boost. Okay, yeah, I gave him defense, so I need to boost his attack back up again. Just so that way he's ready. Alright, and just go ahead and get rid of the shield for Proto Man. There we go. I do think, I guess, if we were kind of floating the idea of having my OCs for some reason, is like, yeah, what you're hearing is use Smart Woman, make her OP. Yeah, great. Just have my shame plastered all over this fucking game. You'd lose a player for doing that, but you'd probably gain several more. So I understand if it has to be done. I think though, if we're humoring the idea of my OCs being here, like. Medusa Woman's Stone Freezer thing of, like, having a, you know, all-field attack that does, like, some kind of, you know, freezing in place kind of effect. Would probably be pretty damn good. Lower the entire group speed while doing considerable damage. Not bad. Signature move is the Twitter rant. Okay, you're... Grim, for the love of God, Smart Woman was just... It's an elementary school teacher and personified. We don't need to... I know what you're saying, you're thinking every time you read that name. She was not meant to be the fucking Reddit poster. She was not meant to be the Reddit Rocketeer. I know it reads that way, but we got to give her a little credit. I forgot to put copy style back on Proto Man. This whole posturing Proto Man for this is pointless. Oops. Totally forgot. I didn't even give it to him anyways, because I forgot to switch off the... Alright, well, mission failed. I totally forgot what I was trying to accomplish with Proto Man. Oh well, at least we have barrier drive. I'll take 350 damage with barrier drive and leave it at that. I'll just go grab Rothor later. Because we need him for the slur fight. Smart woman wouldn't have made... Yeah, exactly. She's so smart. She would not have made that blunder in strategy. She should be streaming here right now instead. Instead of me. All right, Ringman, you're not gonna put up much resistance. We'll just, there we go. Bye-bye. No, the chainsaw, the Chainsaw Man maybe shouldn't be a redacted black bar. It should just be a big block of text that says this guy cannot be in the game for copyright reasons. All right, sweet. Oh, this is an 18 turn goal. That seems like a very generous turn goal. All right. All right, mission complete. Please make it so the game remembers his copy style and he doesn't have to do it again. We'll see. Hee, Proto Man, did you fart just now? Alright, I don't need to feed the fucking brat posting that went on in my chat for approximately 3 seconds the other night, but apparently Aquaman feels the need to contribute. Yes, great. Okay. The user pummels the target with water-filled balloons that burst on impact. Yeah, until it's disabled or runs out of weapon energy. Oh, it's also a single target BM ability. Oh my god, that's actually kind of messed up. Napalm Bomb at least has a little bit of RNG in the mix to like make it so you maybe don't die to it. That's just... Peter, that's just cruel. You did not write that one. Sure. Wash your hands of it now, Age Man. Now that you're being called out for it. Alright. Well, that's actually pretty good then, yeah. Aquaman could be pretty mean about that. Alright. Let's see. Anything else in the game remembers his copy size, doesn't have to do it again. Is there a way that I can check that easily? Like, say I put the copy style back. Oh no, I know what you're getting at now. Like if I put copy style back on, hey, there it goes. It does remember it. Nice. Okay. Well, given that, I do actually want to use the shield thing because it's funny. I will then put on the weapon upgrade. And we'll need to kind of completely reconsider what I can put on Rothor and actually have it work. At least he can still use the space shot. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Put on the shield eater. Oh, yeah, he does have Rhythm Satellite. I don't have anybody else that would use Rhythm Satellite, so he would probably be good to just have that in a support role. And then, what else would be good for him? Speed Swap, Mecha Support. I wish I had something that was like, boost all stats by 1. That would be good. But maybe that'd be a little bit too much to ask for. Does have high speed. I could at least use Charge Kick a couple times with him. It's not the worst idea in the world. Yeah, that's alright. He has Charge Kick for a couple of uses. Thank you, Lord Arceus, you'll sacrifice a Wooloo. Nice. Crystal Mine does that? Something I did not remember to get. Oops. Well, maybe I can grind up a bunch of crystal cores, later. Crystal Mind and Extreme module, ooh, oh yes. Oh yes. Alright, well, let's wrap things up with a quick battle versus the Genesis trio. I feel like it's time to just bring Crashman out and see how well he was doing. Although, I don't know, there's some reason Mega Water S always gets me. I forget that he's, like, good, so I'm expecting maybe a little bit of a wipe. But hey, I'll bring both Woodman and Sparkman. There's no way Crashman could possibly die now. And Gemini Clone is exactly what you think it is. That actually sounds really good. Oh, man. Oh, Hyperstorm H is out in front. Okay. This should be simple enough.
Ready.
Alright. Wily Buster. Max that attack stat. Oh, right. Hyperstorm H has Roar. Well, we'll just bring out Napalm Man. We'll bring out the Crash Man we have at home. Alright, we'll actually bring Crashman back out. The Crashman back we had at home was busy, so we actually had to make sure that Crashman broke his appointment so he could be here. I hope you're happy, Hyperstorm H. Now Crashman can't get his, this weird lump on his foot checked out. How could you? There is no weak fortress boss, even Doc Robot can brutalize you. Honestly, I think Doc Robot might be, like, the hardest of all the fortress bosses for me. Or maybe not the hardest, definitely the most annoying. Every time I fight Doc Robot, I get frustrated, because it's just like, okay, I could try to use Centaur Flash to disable his skill. That doesn't stop him from just changing weapons all the time and absolutely decimating anybody who's not of high enough level. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. He messed with me, and I don't appreciate it. But, I mean, I do appreciate it from a game design sense. I don't appreciate it from a stupid, selfish game player sense. Level 99 Crashman? Oh, we could get him up to level 100 before the stream ends. We could do a quick, we could do a quick little grind. That'd be fun. Get our first level 100 to celebrate that before the stream's over. The Pigman falls. Some kid with a twig and a dog and 2 other vagabonds came in, casted PSI Love, parentheses, Napalm Strike, and took him down. What a tragedy. Alright, let's see here. So, robots, real quick. How much experience does Crashman need? He's right on the cusp. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take on those diamonds. Diamanda robots. I already forgot what they're called. I just want more crystal cores. Maybe I can grab a crystal mine out of the shop. And that will also cap off Crashman. It's not quite all. We have some fireworks to display.
Ready.
All right. I don't think we even need to boost up for this one. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. What? One still stands. Oh. Hey, now he gets a nice yellow level 100 placard and there's a star in it. Sweet. Oh, we did it! We have our first robot at level 100, surprising nobody who it was. I couldn't be prouder. There's a cool trick you can do with the diamond buddies. Yeah, you're referring to like grinding the cores off of them. I actually did do that over the weekend. I I decided to just basically take base in, give him base Napalm Man, various assistant robots, and decided to just, absolutely dumpster their attack stats, so that way I could grind explosive cores off of them. And a couple other things too. Copy cores, the like. But yeah, look at that. Level 100 Crash Man. Good for him. Slur will not know what hit her. God, look at that one. Look at that attack and special stat. That's a thing of beauty. There's an even cooler trick? Ooh, do tell. But yeah, let's purchase some skins. But as I purchase skins, as always, thank you for showing up this week to enjoy plenty of Mega Man RPG. Next stream might be the end for now. I think that we'll probably wrap up Cossack's thing, and given that I don't think the next 3 fights are going to take 2 hours, I might do a little bit of checking out the post-game. I think I'm ready to move on from Mega Man RPG after I do finish up Cossack's story. Just to have a little break on things. Maybe I'll do some grinding, off stream to get everybody up to a high level. I think I'll play the post game at some point, maybe. I might just return to it another time. Because I think if anything, I mean, I definitely still like this game a lot. For the fact that it's a turn-based RPG, and I'm actually this engrossed in it, that says something about how much I enjoy it. So I think if anything, I might just take a break from the game for a while and not play the post game for a bit. Might come back in the future with it, many months down the line. That kind of thing. But we'll definitely be doing it next week. Finishing out Cossack's story and doing a couple alternative things. I think it'll be a good time. Will Crash Icarus be able to defeat the almighty Slur? What tricks will she have up her sleeve? Why am I asking you all of these questions? Tune in next week for the final episode of the Mega Man RPG prototype. Great stream as always. Thanks for playing the game at all. It's been awesome to watch. Thank you for making the game. It's been fun. I didn't like I kind of mentioned, I did not expect a turn-based RPG to capture my attention this much. But given that Mega Man actually merges really well with Pokemon-type gameplay, and the fact you've made some slight tweaks to keep the game kind of, more fast-paced, a little bit more up at my, up my speed, it really makes a difference. I think you pouring 20 years of your heart and soul in this game, along with everybody else's assistance, was well worth your diligence. This is very enjoyable, and I certainly hope that my hope for streaming this mostly has been more people in wanting to actually play this game. I don't know if you've noticed any spike in player base counts, even a small increase, but I hope that, to get more eyes on your creation. I think that's genuinely the most interesting part of streaming fan games, It's not just to cater to an already existing niche community, it's to expand that niche community and actually, advertise something that isn't actually, advertised in any traditional sense, just word of mouth. Yeah, so for Mega Mondays after Mega Man RPG, I will be doing the Wily Wars. I have never actually played the Wily Wars, so I think it would be a good time for me to actually, give those games a shot and kind of get hit with the difference between that game, those games, and the originals. I think it'll be a good time. It's been too long. I need to play Wily Wars. I need to play Wily Tower. So I think I'm in this cool rhythm of alternating between official and fan game for a while. So I don't know what I'll have to do after Wily Tower, but I'll think of something. Maybe I'll play 4MI finally. It's been a very long time. I should play 4MI after knowing about it for 16 years or more. Thanks, you appreciate it. Hopefully you'll finish the next big update by the time you pick it up again. Should happen someday. Yeah, sweet. I'll be down for the next major update whenever it comes back. Maybe whenever the next major update happens, that'll be the impetus for me to pick the game up again and be like, okay, let's do the post game. Now that I don't know what the hell is happening because things have changed. Love watching you, Crash Man, the operators he's always deserved. Thank you. Like you said, everybody has their favorite, and so long as you've designed it that way, everybody will find a way to make their favorite work. And the fact that you could just make a team full of cheerleaders for Crash Man to give him infinite ammo and so much health is criminal, but in a good way. You remember the game existed because of my stream? Hey, I'll take that as a win. That's nice. Glad to hear it, Marcos. But yeah, it is 2.5 hours in. I need to get up to work tomorrow, so thanks everybody for joining me. We'll be back next week with, the last one of these for a good bit. And, I hope you enjoy the series and all that good stuff. Tomorrow we'll be doing Doom as usual. And then in 2 weeks I'll actually be taking a break, going on a little vacation to Asen, and then just not feeling like streaming as soon as I land. So yeah, that's the plan for the next bit. So yeah, have a good night, everyone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to join the Discord.